Eileen Gray versus Le Corbusier, an E1027 story. A leader in modern architecture, Eileen Gray's contributions to the architectural community helped set a precedent for modern architecture today. Early life. Eileen Gray was born in Enniscorthy, County Wexford, Ireland on August 9, 1878. In 1898, she became one of the first women to be admitted into the Slade School of Art in London, where she studied painting and lacquer working. Artistic history. Moving to Paris in 1902, Eileen Gray quickly moved up in the field of lacquer work, eventually opening her own gallery in 1922, named Jean Désert. In 1925, she began to exhibit furniture, which she used to decorate the modern interiors that she designed. Architectural journey. As Eileen Gray became more known, she and her lover at the time, Jean Bonavici, began to work on a house on the French Riviera. The house, named E1027 and a merging of the couple's initials, was under construction from 1926 to 1929, when it was completed. Despite being a collaborative project, Eileen Gray was the one in charge of the design and construction, while Bonavici helped in technical issues. Le Corbusier is one of the most well-known modern architects, mainly for his 5 points of architecture, which kicked off the modern architectural movement. Early life. Le Corbusier was born in La Chaux-de-Fonds, Switzerland, by the name of Charles Edward Jeanneret. When he was 13, he left primary school for the School of Decorative Arts, or École des Arts Décoratifs, to learn the practice of engraving watch faces. After 3 years, it was deemed by Charles Le Plantinier, called by Le Corbusier his only teacher, that he should be an architect. Becoming Le Corbusier. From 1907 to 1911, Le Corbusier, still known as Jeanneret, went to various places in order to learn more about architecture. He returned to Paris at age 30 and met Amédée Ozenfant. Together, they wrote a series of articles, signed with pseudonyms. Ozenfant chose a name after his grandmother, and Jeanneret chose the name Le Corbusier, which he is known by today. In 1922, he opened a studio with his cousin, and it lasted until 1940. Architectural feats. Le Corbusier created quite a few buildings. Some of his most well-known are La Villa Savoie, Notre-Dame-des-Hautes, and Cabanon des Vacances. He also created the 5 points of modern architecture: pilotis, or the raising of a structure; roof garden; free plan, or a plan that uses columns rather than load-bearing walls; free facade, or a facade wall that was not directly attached to the outside of the building; and horizontal windows. Now we move on to the main player of this conflict, E1027. E1027 was a home built by Eileen Gray for her and her lover, Jean Bonavici. Completed in 1929, it followed Le Corbusier's 5 points of architecture, albeit with Gray's own twists when it came to the layout. Designed and built in 1929 by Eileen Gray for her and Jean Bonavici, E1027 is a seaside villa on the French Riviera. The name E1027 carries its own meaning. E standing for Eileen, and the numbers 10, 2, and 7 represent the letters J, B, G. Together, the name is EJBG, or the initials for Eileen Gray and Jean Bonavici, presented as though Gray was embracing Bonavici. The reason Gray chose the place she did for this villa's construction was because of the isolation it offered, looking out over the sea with no buildings above or around it. However, after breaking things off with Bonavici, Gray moved out of the villa into a house that she had constructed in Paris. While Gray was living at E1027, and after she moved out, Le Corbusier had taken an interest in the villa. After Gray had moved out, Corbusier was invited by Bonavici to visit and stay there. During his stay, however, Le Corbusier did something shocking. He painted 8 murals across the walls inside the villa. Regarded by some to be an act of vandalism, it infuriated and shocked Gray. However, since she did not own the house any longer, there was nothing she could do about it. These murals caused outrage amongst the architectural community. Today, opinions on these murals are divided. There are those who believe that the murals were a desecration of Gray's work and should be removed. There are those who believe that the murals should be preserved because they are works of Le Corbusier and should be treated with respect because of that. What do you think?